Hey everyone, it's Carissa Wiley at sprinkledwithglitter.com. Thanks for joining me today. Today I am sharing 2 Valentine themed mini projects featuring some new products from Pretty Pink Posh. I think you're going to love this, and a die set like this is perfect for using for mini projects. I think sometimes we think we have to make a card with everything. I'm going to make a mini card, but I'm also going to make a tag that's perfect for decorating a small gift for Valentine's Day. So here's a look at the Fringe Heart die set. You can see that there are 4 layers. Now, the cool thing about this is you can use all 4 layers like I'm doing today, or you can skip a couple of the layers. So I've picked 4 different cardstock colors to die cut my layers from. I have watermelon, I have salmon from the stamp market, then I have grapefruit and nectar. And I'm going to start just trimming down, giving a little rough cut to these cardstocks for the layers that I want to die cut. Now, I'm not going to show you the die cutting of both sets of hearts that I'm using for the projects today. I'm just going to walk you through the first time because I think you all know how to kind of just run these through your die cut machine. If not, then maybe I need to make a video tutorial on how to just create a die cut. So I have all of these colors here, and I'm going to lay them onto the cutting sandwich of my Empress. I use the Griffin Empress for most of my die cutting. And once I've run that through, you can see I have my shapes. Now, one thing I wanted to mention is that this is kind of the Valentine version of the Fringe tree dies that I used at the holiday season from Pretty Pink Posh. So if you love this Fringe idea, Pretty Pink Posh does offer some other die cut options in this. And I have a feeling, although I do not know, that they may offer other shapes in this kind of Fringe style in the future. So once I've die cut all 4 of those layers, I'm going to set them aside, and I'm going to use the most solid of the heart-shaped dies to die cut a layer of white cardstock as well, and that's going to serve as my card back or my card base. Now, there is a little bit of fringe on that large heart piece, but not enough to really cause any problems to use it as a backer for my card. So you can see I now have 2 sets of my Fringe hearts, and I've kind of die cut them in reverse order, so the ombre effect will be reverse on both of these projects. Now, before I begin the assembly of all of these layers, I'm going to go ahead and die cut a couple of sentiments. I'm using the Script Love sentiment, which I also used in last week's project that I featured some of these brand new products from Pretty Pink Posh. I'm die cutting this from some diamond glitter cardstock from the stamp market, and it makes the most beautiful, sparkly, delicate little sentiment for these mini projects. And I'm just die cutting 1 here on screen, but I did die cut 2 of these because I have 2 projects today. Before I begin the assembly, I'm going to take my finger and kind of run it along the fringe edge of each of these layers just to kind of loosen them up and get them kind of with some body and dimension so that you can really tell that this fringe is on each of these layers. So you can see I'm just kind of bending it up. You could also kind of curl it around the handle of a pencil or the handle of a paintbrush as well. So for this top layer, I'm just going to add some liquid adhesive right along the top because the fringe kind of comes way up on this layer. And I'm adhering it to the second layer there, just making sure that the arches and the point in the center all line up. And then for this second layer, I'm using some thin foam tape. This is from scrapbook.com. It's only 1 millimeter thick, and I'm adding it to the top part of that layer. And then I added some liquid glue so that I could make sure that I could kind of wiggle it into place on layer number 3. Now, to adhere layer number 3 to layer number 4, again, I am going to use some of this thin foam adhesive, and I'm just making sure that on each of these layers, I don't add any adhesive where the fringe is because I want the fringe to be able to move freely and not be adhered down to the layer underneath. So once I have that foam adhesive in place, I added some liquid glue, and then I added it to the 4th and final layer. And this just gives me all the piñata vibes. By the way, if you haven't checked out my friend Carly T, she created a Valentine piñata using this same die set. It is adorable, and you have to check it out. It's like a piñata card, I should say. So now that I have all of these layers adhered together, I'm going to take the base layer, which is going to be the back of my card. I am putting it into my scoreboard and then scoring along the 1/2 inch mark with my Teflon bone folder, just creating a crease line there. And I'll show this to you in just a moment. I'm just going to hold it up to the camera. You don't need much. You can see it's just about a 1/2 inch there. And once I have that score line created, I can go ahead and fold back and forth on that line, reinforcing the fold with my bone folder so that this moves nicely. And on that tab, I am going to add just a little bit of double-sided tape, some strong tape. I'll remove the backer and then I'll place this onto the back side of my fringe heart. And that's just going to create a functional mini card for this mini Valentine's Day project. On a card like this, if you're using a good adhesive, you don't need a ton of it. And you can see I just added it to the left side of that score line to create this card back. And you can do this with any die cut shape that you may have. This larger die cut set lends itself nicely to a mini card. Now I have grabbed the Valentine sentiment strips. This is from Pretty Pink Posh's Valentine release from 2024. So this is about a year old, but these are perfect to add a little sub-sentiment to my mini projects. I've trimmed down a strip of Nectar cardstock and stamped my sentiment on that using some watermelon ink. And then I'm taking some of that thin foam adhesive again and adhering it to this little mini card that I've created. I flipped it over here to make sure that I didn't have any foam adhesive sticking out from the back side of that sentiment strip. And then I've also die cut a second layer of this Script Love die. And I'm just adhering it to the back of the glitter layer to give it a little bit more sturdiness on my card front. Then I'll add some liquid glue to the back of that and just adhere it kind of at an angle right over this fringe that's on my mini card here. I did add a clear acrylic block over the top of that while it dried so that it would set up nicely. And I decided I wanted to add a little bit of twine along this heart, but I needed something to kind of keep it in place on that left side. So I just created a little slit to slip my twine into so that it wouldn't slide down my heart. And then on the right side, I have that little sentiment strip that's kind of going to keep it from sliding down the card front. So I only needed this slit on the left-hand side. So I'm slipping it through, wrapping it around, and then tying a little bow right below that Scripty Love sentiment there. I think it's so adorable and the perfect little touch for a little mini card like this. Now at the end, I will add some sparkly bits to this, but for now we're going to work on project number 2, and this is going to be just a little shaped tag. This time I wanted my score line at a diagonal, so I'm just using a ruler and placing that at a diagonal along that upper left lobe of my heart there and creating that score line. This will kind of be a mini card also, but I'm going to kind of punch a hole in this upper left-hand corner to create a tag. So again, just like with my first project, I am going to add some double-sided adhesive just to that tab portion. And you can see I have layered up my second fringe heart here, and I'm going to place that right on top of that layer that we've scored. Once I have that adhered and everything's pressed down, I will use a hole punch and just punch a small hole in that upper left-hand corner. This is going to allow me to string on a couple little banners and my love die cut sentiment there. And this will allow me to have a little loop where I can tie it to a gift bag or something like that. So I have a couple little strips of cardstock here. One has one of those sentiments stamped on the front. You can see I've looped my twine through that hole, and now I'm threading everything onto that twine. And then I'll take the couple little tails of the twine from the back side, loop it through the loop, and pull it tight so that I have a little loop on the top. I've added some sparkling clear confetti to each of these mini projects. Here is my little mini card. I just absolutely love this, and those ombres are just giving me all the feels. And then of course I have my little tag that's perfect for a gift topper or a gift bag, or maybe just tying to a bath bomb. And I love that that opens up so you can write a message inside as well. So there you have it, 2 Valentine themed mini projects featuring this fringe heart die from Pretty Pink Posh. I think you're gonna love this. I love the size of this die cut because you can use it on an A2 size card, but you can also use it for projects like this. It would also be the perfect topper on top of like any kind of gift box die that you have in your stash. Now, as always, I will have links to the featured products used in this project in the description at YouTube. So if you're looking for something in particular, be sure you check there. Or you can head on over to my blog at sprinkledwithglitter.com. I will have that linked below. Over there, you'll find more information, more still shots, as well as a complete list of supplies. And don't forget to join me over on Instagram today. We are celebrating this Pretty Pink Posh release with an Instagram hop. There's tons of inspiration and prizes to be had, and I will have my Instagram profile linked below for you. As always, I want to say thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed these projects, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications here so you don't miss any of the paper crafting, card making, and live stream video tutorials I share here. Thanks again for being here with me today. I'm so glad you're here. Let me know in the comments below which of these two projects is your favorite. And until next time, I hope you have a fabulous day.